just wanted to talk about how I've been feeling like a bit depressed, a bit lost, you know, and I'm in my 20s. Did not expect to feel like this, like in my 20s, because when you're in your 20s, everybody tells you you already know what to do. You're supposed to know who to marry, you're supposed to know everything. But you don't really know anything, you know. The only thing you know is that what you are told, you know, like what you are told, what you grew up being told. That's the only thing you know. You don't know anything else. And you in your 20s, it's like it kind of shocked me that you can be in your 20s and you don't really know what to do when it comes to like life. Like that, it's like shocking to me. You know, you don't know how to typically do anything, almost anything, like your taxes, marriage. You're supposed to know all these things because, you know, like I'm saying, people will tell you you're supposed to know all these things, adults, but the truth is that you don't know. So it's very confusing. I just saw a rat. So it's very confusing because it's like, so a rat. It's very confusing and shocking because you're like, how, like how, you know, think you're supposed to be trained, you know, to be taught all these things that you require to know so that you don't feel lost. When it comes to like the job you're supposed to choose to do, the one that you want to do, but there's nothing like that which is happening, you know. That's why like I feel like really like lost, you know, because like there's really nothing like there's no one like telling you this or that, you know. There's no one. The only thing that you have is just your thoughts and all you are told that when you are growing up, but nothing else. And so complicated because people are expecting you to know something that you don't know when you are growing up. You know. Guess that's why I feel lost and like confused. And even when it comes to the job, it doesn't feel. I don't really feel like I love the job that I'm doing. You know, it just makes me feel kind of empty. You know, like when you're in school, and you're just going to school to please your parents because you don't even know why you're going to school. You know, you're just going to school because you're told going to school. You know, you're supposed to go to school. So like, there's really no meaning. Just feel empty. Just feel like I'm going to school to do A, B, C, D, or to because I'm told, you know, to please your parents and all these things. So it's like shocking to me, like in your 20s, like, and as a young adult, as you're growing up, you can like feel like this. I thought you're supposed to understand things better, but it's not like that, you know. Yeah. And because of feeling in that, because of feeling that way, because of understanding that you don't know many things. That when you go to now, like when it comes down to life, and you now start discovering other things that you didn't know when you were when you are young, it becomes a bit more real, you know. Like right now, like the job that that I have trained for to do, like I really I discovered I really don't love that job, you know, because in the first place I did not really want to do this job. I did not want to. It is a job that it's a career choice that I made based on wanting to make my parents happy. Let me explain. If you watched my video on why I a high school story, it's in the channel. There's a that video talks about like how I repeated my fourth year so that I can be able to get a better grade, you know. So after that fourth year, like I got my results. The results are not very good, I will not lie. The first time of the before I repeated the fourth year, I got like a D minus, and after now repeating it, I had a D plus as an overall grade. And now having this grade, I was in a very bad place, you know, because obviously the second time I'm repeating, I was thinking that when I repeat this time that I'm going to succeed, you know, because obviously the first time I failed, and you know, even in society, like when you get that grade, you know, these grades which are poor grades, you know, from I guess many, but it will vary from people, but many like D's and E's and others even think C's are terrible, you know. When you get grades like those ones, like D's and E's, like people really don't, society doesn't, people in the society don't really always think that you are fit, you know, like to be like there's something incomplete about you, you know, because they look at you with the eyes of a failure, you know. They don't look at you like a person uh, who happened to fail, like the the papers, you know, the papers which you do, the papers meaning the tests that you do in school. They don't look at you as a person who has, yes, this is a person, this person failed, but he's a person that failed these tests, but it doesn't mean that they are useless, you know. It doesn't mean that they are useless, you know, because obviously they can do more, you know. We can maybe even assist this person to be able to pass, you know. So in society, people don't really look at it that way. They look at you like, well, you failed, you know, because it's a bit competitive. So I was really down on myself. I really hated myself. I kind of despised myself. And now my parents happened to like talk to me at that time, because the second time when I repeated, they knew my grade. So I didn't hide it from them. The first time I hid it from them because I was ashamed, you know. I even ran away from home so that I can stay away from the home compound or the home itself, because I didn't want to face the backlash, you know. So they knew the grade, and they decided, they told me, they shared a story with me about a young person that I had known. He was like not really like a friend, like an acquaintance, however you pronounce it. They explained to me that this person did a course and was able to do a course in hospitality. There is hospitality industry, and it is marketable, and the person is able to live to earn a living and get a lot of money. So at this point in my life, I was like, you know what, like I don't have anything else that I can live for, that I can do. So what's the other option? And this time I was really low, and I was like a bit desperate to please my parents. So I just went with, yes, I will do this course, you know. So I went ahead and did the course, but it wasn't in me. I won't lie to you, like even when I talk even with my cousins and stuff, I just told them, yeah, it's not that I really care about the job because in the first place I didn't choose it for me. It's not me who made the decision. I was in this bad place and I was like desperate just to please my parents, to win their approval. When you want to earn that pride of your parents, the pride in their eyes that when they look at you, when they're anywhere, they like talk very well about you, they speak of you in high regards that, yo, this person did this and this and this is somebody. That's what you want, and at that time, that's the biggest thing that I ever wanted, to be honest, I really didn't care a lot about my future. I was just thinking of that, and now afterwards I went ahead and did the course, and by the grace of God I was able to pass. And not only pass, but okay, I was able to pass, to graduate, and it's not everyone who graduated. So after I graduated and I get experience working in this field, in this job, I realized that I really don't love this job, you know. I realized that this is not something that I would love to do for the rest of my days, like every day waking up and doing this job. Like it's not something that I would want to fully do every day of my life. So I was like, so I've been like in this place of being stressed out and being depressed because this job in itself, it's not something that I really like doing, you know. I really don't, I won't lie. And I'm stressed out now having that I have been, I've been to school, I've studied, I've done all these things, and now, like, how am I supposed to tell anybody that, yo, this is how I feel? Like, people tell me, are you crazy? Like, why would you, like, waste your parents' money, That's what I would, that's what another person would tell me, you know? For me, I would rather do something that I enjoy, something that when I get up, when I go to sleep and I'm going to get up every morning, I'm excited to go and do this thing. Excuse me. I'm excited to actually go there and do this job. It's something that is going to, like, I'm feeling like you, like, I have the energy, I'm psyched to go and do this job. That is what I would love. And as even of now, like, I can't even, like, I'm not really not in a position like to talk to anybody because like I'm facing a lot of challenges right now. Like when I tell you like I'm facing challenges, like so many things happening right now, so many problems I'm encountering, and I don't know how to even resolve like 90% of them, you know. And I'm in my 20s, and people are like, I'm supposed to know how to handle these things, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I really don't. Really don't have the answers to how to solve these problems, you know? It's like a realization that, man, that that growing up does not really solve everything, you know? Because when you are young, you think when you grow up, everything will be okay, you know? I'll be this, I'll be that, I'll be done, I'll be out of my parents' house, I'll be there, I'll be okay. But to be honest, it's not like that. I'd rather do something that I choose to do and be passionate about and do it, you know? And I don't even know how right now I'm even affording to smile, because when I tell you like how I'm feeling, bro, like, man, I don't know what is my life right now. Like, I'm not complaining, but I am very blessed. It's just that I cannot shake off the problems that I have right now. Like, I cannot shake them off, you know? I cannot get away from the stress and the pressures that I have right now. Like I can't, you know. I've tried not to think about them. I've tried not to let my head go there. But the truth is that as a person, these thoughts, these problems. Even when you suppress those thoughts, they are always going to come back and question, you know, how are you going to solve this problem? And you have no idea, you know. As of right now, I don't really have anyone like that I can share with like things like this. You know, it's like it's yeah, it's like that. Even the way I feel, you know, who would understand me saying that I don't really enjoy what I'm doing. You know, well, that is. Oh my gosh, I don't even know, bro. Like that's the way it is right now for me. And I don't even know how I'm affording like to smile right now and laugh. Like when I tell you like I've been sinking in and out of depression because of the challenges I've been facing. Like I've been like I've like I can tell you that I've stayed a while without like laughing or smiling, just like this. And even it's not this is not even the face. Like a face, you know, when you are down, like that's the way. I, I don't even know how recently I've been able to be okay. Just don't know. Just thank God. Because I don't know. Because I've been down. Like, when I tell you I've been down, you know. Yeah, that's but just been like that. Right now I want to focus on making these videos. I want to focus on them, you know. Something that I'm choosing like to do as well, you know. A little bit about these videos. For the longest time, I was like I'm telling you, I was like in a state of depression, like for like months, like it was like many months, and like I wasn't even like I did not have the mood for anything, Like, I won't lie. Like, I was in a really bad place because there were challenges which just came in my way, and I was like so down. I felt so defeated, and I was like, I was not in a mood of anything, anybody. I was like, I just have my own problems. I don't feel like talking. And then I started making these videos, and like I started laughing when I was like making them and editing, and I was like, wow, like this is how long it has taken me like to start laughing and start smiling. And I was like, wow, like I was shocked. Like it took me like a minute to like take all that in. Like wow, like I've not smiled and laughed like for these number of months, almost like 4 months or even five. I don't know. There are so many. Like I was so down. Like I was so defeated. Then I started making the videos, and somehow I just started cheering up and laughing and getting excited again over doing something. For now, I'm just happy that I'm making the videos. Yeah. I think everyone should. I really wish things were different. I really wish things were different. Like you could be able to speak your mind and things to be easier to say and do. Because as of right now, like it's so hard to speak, especially as a guy. You know, because society does dictate a lot from you as a guy. I'm not here to like do debates or anything. I'm just saying that like even where I'm from, like the guys, the way they behave, bro, like they do not talk about feelings. Not every one of them can. And even for me, it has been a big problem. Like I started stop talking about the way I feel, like what I'm feeling inside, if I'm angry, if I'm sad. I wish things were different. And when it comes to jobs, I think things would be easier if you had that chance to express yourself and talk and actually get support, of something positive that you are doing or that you want to do. Because right now, like you can't really do almost like what you want to do because your parents will be on your back. They'll be like, some of us, not everyone, okay? They'll be like, what the heck do you think you're doing with your life? Are you crazy? Do you want like to die out there? Others are like they might pressure you to do like something that you don't want to do, you know. And I get the way someone feels like, wow, like I can't escape this, you know, like you can't escape that. And it's sad, like really it's sad that you can't like be in that space, safe space of expressing yourself, and understanding and communicating, with everybody and being free about communicating and understanding each other, and getting help when you need help, you know. Um, it's like the it's like the movie The Three Idiots. There's an Indian movie called The Three Idiots, and in this movie, like right now, like I understand it a bit more in depth than I did when I was in high school because when I was in high school, it didn't apply to me that much, but it was about these three characters and these three characters. There was one friend who was more of the starring, okay, or the star of the show. So these three friends, two of them, they went to college, and when they go to college in the movie, the Indian families when they send their kids to college, they are sending them to be engineers and all these things. So their parents have already pressured them in the movie. Okay, I don't know about real life, but I can only speak about myself and what I know. So when these kids go there, they are going with the parents' expectations. They come out with degrees and diplomas, masters as engineers. So this one guy who is like the main guy of the show is really bright. Even when he was young, he was very bright, and he went on even to be, even when he was in university with the others, or that college, he was topping the class. He was able to, it was easy for him, and he wanted to be an engineer himself, if I'm not wrong. But the rest of his friends, they were pressured. So he noticed that, because over time they became friends when they after they met in college, and they are able and he's able to understand that these guys, their parents are pressuring them to be engineers. And then he identifies that these guys, there is something else that they love doing. One of them is a photographer, and the other one I can't remember. But he questions them and he's like, why would you do this? You don't have to be pressured by your parents. These guys think that this guy is against them, is trying to sabotage them so that they can fail and the parents to be angry at them. Because this main guy used to pass every class, used to be on top, but them they used to be on the bottom, because I don't think they really had love for engineering. Like I'm saying, they were pressured. So this guy like tries to be there to help them and show them that they don't really need to fake. They can just, if they don't want to be engineers, the job they want to do, maybe they should do what they want to do in life, the job. So these guys end up like telling their dads, and there are so many things which happen within the movie that I can't explain, but these guys eventually explain to their parents, and their parents get so angry. And it's usually so sad when you see like the parents going at the kids like that, and these kids like they don't have really much to say other than I'm sorry. And the parents don't care. They're like, I don't care if you are sorry, I don't care, you're a disappointment. And those words are the most painful words you can hear as a child. So these guys, they end up, I can't remember everything, but they end up following their dream jobs and they become successful, you know. Yeah. And it was all thanks to the friend that convinced them. And even the friend himself, they were all successful and they ended up, you know, being friends because, okay, you have to watch the movie to get everything, but everything ended up well for them. And even now in life, it's kind of like that. Like I've noticed many people who do something they're interested in, they're in a better position than many people who have gone to school actually. Many people who have gone to school, they may not have had that chance even to get a job. They're like still not getting jobs. It's not easy. Even for me, like I can tell you, like it's not easy. People will want specific requirements and they will even be unfair to you in the jobs, like cutting your salary. They won't really be affected, but you have to either suck it up or get out. So it's interesting to me that right now there are many people who have gone after their dream jobs and they are like successful. And it goes to show that even if you don't be successful in education, doesn't mean that you will fail. If there is something that you have a dream job you'd want to do, that dream job, it's like you will pass. And I think that's what I'm taking from this. Like you should go at it because you don't really have more time to say that you should try your best to go at it. Like the many people who you have seen going after their talents and something they're interested in and it ends up working out. Like football players, many people you know So um, that's all I had to talk about. And yeah, that's just all.